Hey guys, welcome back to the series. This was meant to be a Wreckfest video, but I had technical difficulties and we have a man shifting into reverse.
Those are his reversing lights.
Just as the race is about to get started, he doesn't quite realize that, and naturally he's going to go back. I think most of us have probably done that at some point when playing a racing game. And then coming in at number 7, we have got Trone. Well, he's not on screen, but he spotted someone in the replay as usual. Now this could have been forgiven as an accidental punt. However, what we're going to see now might suggest that that might not have been the case. So he's going to get pushed wide by someone else who probably was like, you know what, dude, you punted other people, we're going to punt you. And he's going to try to get his own back and end up just buried in the wall. And then he's going to just realize that his race was over and he's going to quit. And then coming in at number 6, we've got Felix. Now we're doing some racing here at the Nordschleife. There's a few penalties flashing up ahead and a few guys getting very close to each other as we go through the Flugplatz, which is a dangerous corner at the best of times, and things are going to get a bit too fighty, and that is 4 places that are going to be made up for Felix from really not having to do anything. And then coming in at number 5, we've got Ryan with a very chaotic first sector here, and I think he will agree that he is probably contributing to that due to the frantic nature of what was going on. He's going to rightfully perhaps pick up a 4-second penalty for that, but there's penalties flashing up all over the place. He wasn't stone dead last at one point, but now as we come to this right-hander here, we've got some penalties flashing up. Ryan doesn't have to serve his yet because he picked us up a bit later, but he's going to end up finding himself all the way in 3rd place after that. And then coming in at number 4, we are back with Felix back on the Nordschleife, and we found this chap who, well, he's going to be a little bit of a nuisance. He doesn't really want to get past here, and we're going to get on the brakes, and that could have been forgiven as just not knowing where he was on the track, but we're going to see later on that probably wasn't the case as he picks up a penalty for that. And then later on he's going to do a very similar thing again, could be forgiven for thinking maybe this corner was coming up a bit sooner, but as I said, we're going to find out that probably wasn't the case as he's going to slow down right here. So there was no reason to slow down, and he's got another penalty for his efforts. So as we come up to the carousel here, Felix is going to try get out the way, lose a bit of control, manage to somewhat save it, and then as we're coming to the exit of the carousel, he's going to spin into the wall, but somehow managed to carry on going in the right direction. However, the other guy is now clearly ahead. He doesn't have to slow down or anything, but he is going to slow down because he's very angry with Felix for something. So just keep an eye on the radar here as we come to this left-hander. He's going to brake really early, turn into him, and then, oh no, he's gone off the track. So that worked out pretty well for him. And then coming in at number 3, we've got RX8 Racer, another replay that he's found. And this race was a bit of a struggle to get off the line for some people. Perhaps the banking of the track is causing that, but we're going to have a terrible start here for the Jag. And he's going to almost spin again, really. And eventually he's going to be going the correct direction, but he wasn't the only one caught out by that, because we got this Toyota also spinning there straight off the line. Kind of worked out a bit better for him, but then he's going to spin again, so it didn't work out better for him. In the end, he's going to be in 2nd to last place. The reason he's 2nd to last? Well, there weren't only 2 people caught up by this start. We're going to have this Viper going to get started, and also he's going to spin straight into the wall, and that is a pretty treacherous start, I would say, by the looks of things. And then coming in at number 2, we've got Riolu with this chap he found in a lobby of his, who's going to be doing a bit of wall riding here and picking up a 2.5 penalty. Very next corner, pick up another 2.5 penalty, so he's up to 3 seconds now. And then as guys come to get past him, he's going to try and swerve into them. Not going to work out, but he is going to pick up another 2nd of penalties. So now he's going to serve that 4 seconds of penalties, and as a result lose a couple more places. So he's going to be overtaken by my fellow countryman there and try and ram him for whatever reason. He's got another 2nd penalty there, another 4 seconds of penalty, and he's now in 10th place. So he's had a decent run up the straight because it is a McLaren, so he's up into 9th. He's going to block the Aston from getting past him. Weirdly not pick up any penalty for that. He's already had his penalties, and get overtaken by the Nissan, and then he's going to just have a nice little shove on the Aston yet again, and also not pick up another penalty for that, which is just absolutely mind-boggling. and the Aston is going to end up or getting in front of him. But then he does actually pick up 3 seconds for the next infraction that happened. And then as we come into the hairpin here, he's going to go for a punt, miss out pretty badly, and then end up crashing into the wall and getting another second penalty and down into 14th place. And then he's going to try and take out the Nissan down into 15th place. Thank you very much for coming, because we are going to quit the race. So then coming in at number 1, what could top that? Well, we have this chap, Nick Nack Fatty Whack found, who started first, and he's going to get pushed wide here. It happens so often at the Red Bull Ring, but I feel like that has triggered things, because later on he's down into 3rd. Nick Nack Fatty Whack has got in front of him, and he's going to push him wide. It was a very clean move for Nick Nack to get past him, by the way. And now he's got a 2-second penalty there, cut the corner up to 2.5 seconds of penalties, and now we are coming to the next, the 3rd lap actually. And he's going to punt that guy and then push Nick Nack out the way, up to 6 seconds of penalties. Now he's going to serve that penalty, get overtaken by just about everyone in the field, down into 11th place. Going to punt that Aston, almost take himself off the track too. And then a familiar name is going to come up here. If you haven't noticed, he was the star of number 2. And as we come into this little complex of corners here, he's going to punt him off. And then the other chap is going to quit the race. I wonder if this is a guy who is trying to tank his rating on purpose, which is a bit of a problem in B-rated and lower lobbies, I find. But yeah, so he's picked up another 2 seconds of penalties, another one after the first corner, and he's going to go for the ram. I don't know if that worked out for him. Either way, he's going to end up, stone dead last, as the rest of the field just drifts away from him as he serves that 7 seconds of penalties. You love to see that happen. So into some bonus clips, but before we get into those, if you enjoyed the video and you'd like to leave a comment, you want to go ahead and join the engagement gang. I've got guys on screen right now, and if you're new around here, go ahead and subscribe and click the notification bell so that you don't miss any future uploads. And then just the one bonus clip this week, RX8 Racer studied a replay and found this very unfortunate 3-second penalty that this chap is going to pick up for no apparent reason. And then just before I end, I do want to mention a bit of a disclaimer. Someone in my Discord did say that some people who have been featured in the series that he's been in contact with, he might be friends with it, I'm not too sure what the case is, but they've been messaged by people who have watched the series, and they've not been the kindest of messages. For me, the series has always been a feature and forget sort of thing, so a lot of the people who have been featured, I would never remember their name again. It's supposed to be like a very light-hearted thing, so we don't take things too seriously here. It's just to have a bit of fun, because we all make mistakes, and it can be quite frustrating when people are deliberately trying to ruin other people's races. So yeah guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, go and leave a like. If you're new around here, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you very much to my patrons whose names you're seeing on screen right now. If you'd like to join them, the link is in the description. You'll get access to videos early, and I will see you guys in my next video.